Welcome to Our Mountains. I'm Rhonda Brashear.
I'm Dean Osborne.
And I'm Joel Brashear. And coming up in just a few minutes, we've got a young lady who is an amazingly talented singer. And that got me thinking, when you guys think of female musicians, who do you think of? Dean?
Well, Joel, when I think of female artists, I generally think of our music, bluegrass, old-time gospel string music. And I go back to the pioneers of people that paved the way for female artists. And my favorite example, especially that we talk about in class, is the original Coon Creek Girls. They were popular at Renfro Valley, and I think one of the first, if not the first, all-female band. And it just did so much for that kind of music and showed folks that they could play with the same level with the men.
Mom?
Well, who doesn't like Celine Dion and Cher and all of those that we were listening to in the 70s? I just like Patsy Cline and the older ones like Patti Page. So many, there's too many to number.
Well, I'm still a big fan of the music that was popular when I was growing up. I listened to Jewel, Natalie Merchant. You know, we went to Lilith Fair one year. That was an all-female concert. That was a lot of fun. Sarah McLachlan, Alanis Morissette, all those ladies are great. And another lady who's amazing is Mandy Ray. She's got a song for you right now.
In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, there's a place where I trace my bloodlines, and it's there where I read on the hillside, raised home, you'll never leave Harlan alive. Well, my grandfather's died across the Cumberland Mountain, where he took a pretty girl to be his bride. Said, oh, won't you walk with me out of the mouth of this holler? We'll never leave Harlan alive. Where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning, and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to get away. No one ever knew there was coal in them mountains till a man from the north, he's arrived, waving $100 bills. He said, I'll pay you for your minerals, but he never left Harlan alive. Granny sold out cheap, moved the family west to Pineville, with a farm where bigger Richland River winds. And I bet they danced them a jig and laughed and sang a little song, who said we'd never leave Harlan alive. But the times they got hard, and tobacco wasn't selling. Oh, Granddad knew what he'd do to survive. He went and dug for Harlan coal and sent the money back to Grandma's, but he never left Harlan alive. Where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning, and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life digging coal from the bottom of your grave.
Mandy, thanks so much for being on the show today. We really enjoyed having you. Now folks, if you'd like to hear that song again or check out any of the other great songs we've had on in the past, you need to go to our new website. It's OurMountainsTV.com. Here you're going to find all the great content we've ever had on the show. All of our stories, our cooking segments, and all the music is in one place. OurMountainsTV.com is where you're going to find it. But coming up next, Mom's in the kitchen, and she's got a great chicken recipe that I know the whole family's going to love. Don't miss it.
Frontier Nursing University is committed to better care for women and families. Our nurse midwife and nurse practitioner programs rank among the top in the nation, and our graduates are passionate leaders who serve rural and underserved communities around the world. Frontier.edu.
Hey folks, today I'm going to fix you something here that's called honey glazed chicken. Our family loves it. Now it does take a little bit of time because you have to let it sit on the stove for a good hour, hour and a half to make it good and tender. But it's so simple. All the ingredients that you need, chicken, and today I'm using the boneless, but you can use chicken breasts with a bone. I personally like those better, but because of time today we'll use the chicken breasts. And we salt those, so chicken and salt. And then you're going to use some 57 sauce, steak sauce, and use this. You don't want to use the other A1 or the other steak sauces. It needs to be this Heinz 57 sauce. And some honey. Now, real butter. You want to fry this in real butter. That just gives it a really rich taste. And I've got 4 big chicken breasts here that will feed a family of 6 easily. This is such a simple recipe that even the most novice cook could do this. You just have to keep a close watch on it. I suppose you could put it in the oven after you get it browned, but I just keep it on top of the stove. Take off that extra fat. The butter takes care of all that for us. And the last one. As you can see, it's starting to cook just a little bit. I've got it on medium-high heat. This will take about 10 or 15 minutes. So, all right, while that's cooking down just a little bit, we're now going to make the sauce. And I use about half and half, equal amounts of the 57. And this is something you just estimate. And I've got some local raw honey. Got this over in Crab Orchard, Kentucky back in the fall. And as you can see, it's just about gone, so it's been a very good honey. Equal amounts. And then just stir this up. Simple as that. You can see how glossy it is. Now you want your chicken completely done before you put this on there, because then you will turn it way down and let it simmer for about 90 minutes. Now we're getting ready to go to break, and while we're gone, I'm going to finish this chicken and put the glaze on it. When we come back, I'll show you how it looks all done. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
One voice, unifying banking in Kentucky, our Commonwealth. We are the Kentucky Bankers Association. We are the KBA. The KBA is a nonprofit trade organization that has been providing legislative, compliance, education, and vendor solutions to its member institutions since 1891. The KBA's directors and staff work together with its members to make the financial services industry in Kentucky a more effective and successful place to work. The mission of the KBA is to provide effective advocacy for banks in Kentucky and on a national level. We strive to serve as a reliable and responsive source of information and education about areas of interest to the Kentucky banker. The strength of the Kentucky Bankers Association is bankers unifying as an industry to speak as one voice. With one voice, we are a Commonwealth.
Welcome back to Our Mountains. During the break, I finished the chicken by putting some glaze on it and turning the heat really low. And then I stirred it a couple of times and put the rest of the glaze on it and cooked it down, so now you have a caramelized coating that is so good. We tasted this just a minute ago and it really tastes good. Now this would be excellent served over steamed rice or with some broccoli, just with anything, but I think I would have some crusty rolls, a salad, and some broccoli, and there you have a really good supper.
Miss Rhonda, the Country Kitchen keeps churning out great looking dishes. I can't wait to try the honey chicken at home. Right now we're going to go to the Voices of Appalachia Choir and a tribute to the Scots-Irish immigrants that brought the cornerstone of bluegrass music with them when they settled this area. This song is called Mo Glia Mare. Give it a listen.
Shem olech mo gelamar, Shem ohein zar gelamar, Nihon esteinen pornar shein, ahoigigin mo elamar. Shem olech moi gelamar, Shem ohein zar gelamar, Nihon esteinen pornar shein, ahoigigin mo elamar. Now the time has come to leave. Keep the faith and still believe. Know that love will shine through dark. One bright star to light the way.
Thanks to the Voices of Appalachia Choir for being with us again on Our Mountains. They'll be back a little later this season with some more great music. After we come back, Joel is going to take us inside the Housing Development Alliance and share with us what they're doing here in the region. Don't go away.
Our Mountains is sponsored by Frontier Nursing University,
educating nurse midwives and nurse practitioners through distance education. The Kentucky Bankers Association, your association, our Commonwealth. The Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, a community foundation helping donors make meaningful investments in Eastern Kentucky. Learn more at appalachiankentucky.org. Hazard Community and Technical College. Find them online at hazard.kctcs.edu.
The Housing Development Alliance has been around for almost 25 years here in Eastern Kentucky. They have helped many families build and repair their homes. Joel?
HDA is a nonprofit organization that puts people in a home that otherwise would never be able to accomplish that dream. We work with people from very low income all the way up to moderate income. So we have products available for nearly everyone in our area.
The Housing Development Alliance began in the early 1990s as a way to combat homelessness and economic hardship in Perry, Knott, Breathitt, and Leslie counties.
We do three things, or focus on three things. We build houses and help people buy those houses with affordable financing. We repair houses and help people pay for those repairs with affordable financing. And we have a small number of affordable rental units. So the home ownership program is one of our major programs, and in that program we will build the house. It's a high quality, high energy efficient house that we then sell to the buyer. Part of that, making that affordable, of course, is the financing, and so we use a combination of low interest rate loans and either forgivable loans or grants to make that affordable based on someone's income.
The process for applying with the Housing Development Alliance is surprisingly simple.
If somebody comes in and they are looking for a new home, the first step is they talk to one of our housing counselors who does an initial financial housing assessment, which is just taking some basic information. The household income, the household debts, talking about how many people are there, what sort of house they want, and looking at some initial credit questions. If all of that initial stuff is good, then we do a full-blown credit check. And if there are any issues that are on the credit report that need to be addressed, we work with the client to address those issues, whether it's paying off collections or getting an old account removed, or just saying you need to keep paying these bills on time and that'll help build up your credit.
After their credit has been screened and any potential issues addressed, the client then finds attractive land for their new home.
Then we will put together the financing package. And what they pay back is based on what their household income is. And we will fill out a bunch of paperwork, because there's always a bunch of paperwork, for the initial application. And then we send that to the lender. We pick out a floor plan. We let them customize it within reason, that they have probably somewhere between 5 and 10 floor plans they can choose from. And then we put the floor plan together with the application and the land, and then it's just processing the loan.
A lot of folks, when they initially contact us, maybe have an issue with their credit or a little debt load issue, and our housing counselor can work with them to help them overcome that so they become homeowner ready. What it takes to buy a house is you have to have enough income to afford the payment, and right now our minimum income is about $1,250 a month, and then you have to have a willingness to make a payment and a willingness to participate in housing counseling. And we do ask our homeowners to do 50 hours of work on their house during the construction as a little non-cash down payment, what people call sweat equity.
In addition to new homes, the Housing Development Alliance sends both professionals and volunteers into the community to work on home repair projects.
So we can do all sorts of repairs ranging from very small to pretty major. Typical repairs, we fix a lot of leaky roofs. A lot of folks need help with accessibility as they age, so we do a lot of ramps and retrofitting accessible bathrooms and that sort of thing. The way that process works is somebody who needs repairs contacts us. The housing counselors figure out what program they qualify for, and then we send out our estimator who comes out, finds out what needs to be done, prepares an estimate. We talk to the family and they figure out how they want to spend the money that they have access to, what their priorities are, and then we get the repair work done.
The qualifications for home repair are a lot simpler than the qualifications for new home construction. The two big questions are, do you own the house and do you live in it? And as long as you are income eligible, then we can probably find you a program. So for home repair, The range of incomes we can help is pretty broad. We have seen success for people that get as little as $400 or $500 a month up to people that are getting over $30,000 a year. For new home construction, it's a bit more nuanced, so we encourage people to call us, and that way we'll be able to talk to them about the program based on what their income is.
For those who may have issues with their credit that prevent them from qualifying, the Housing Development Alliance has an in-house community development financial institution called Redbud Financial Alternatives.
We noticed a while back that more and more people that were coming to us in need of housing were having trouble accessing our programs because of debt and credit issues. And a lot of times that was associated with high-cost lenders, predatory lenders, the payday loans, the buy here, pay here car lots, the rent-to-own furniture stores, all of which are extraordinarily expensive. So we've created what's called a Community Development Financial Institution, a CDFI, that will make loans to people to help them escape from that kind of high-cost debt trap.
If you have a dream of becoming a homeowner, but you're worried about your credit situation or your financial situation in general, Redbud Financial Alternatives can help you reach that dream by providing counseling, loans, and a plan to help you reach that.
Leslie Nicole Anderson is a recent client of the Housing Development Alliance.
My house burnt down in 2010, and my credit it wasn't in the best shape, and someone was telling me about this program. So when I come up here, they talked to me, told me what all I need to do, and they helped me get my credit to where it needed to be. They told me what to do, and then I got a home.
Miss Anderson says she had a fantastic experience with HDA.
Everyone from the builders to the people in the front desk to the financial, everyone was super nice. If there's any questions, they didn't hesitate to, sit down and talk with me. If I wasn't for sure on something, they would, sit down and explain it to me. I had to put in like 50 hours, like sweat equity. And the men that I worked with, they were really nice. I'm not too handy, so I'd be like, what do you need me to do? So they would tell me what to do, and they would be like right beside me, that way I wouldn't mess up on nothing. And the quality is excellent on the houses. I love it. I've not had a bit of problem out of my house. I just really appreciate all the workers at the Housing Alliance from beginning to end, and I really want to thank you all, because without you all, I wouldn't have a roof over my head.
With so many stories like Miss Anderson's, the HDA has made a huge impact on our community.
So, I think when you talk about impact, you have to look at the different layers. Obviously, affordable housing, having a safe place to live, an affordable place to live, has a huge impact on an individual and a family. There are all kinds of studies that support that people who are living in a safe, affordable house, they do better in school, they're better employees because they're not worried about where they live or that sort of thing. They're more civically engaged. So obviously it's a big win for the family that gets a house. But it's also really good for the broader community. We employ 12 carpenters directly and a bunch of subcontractors and buy a lot of materials. In fact, every day on average, every working hour of every day, we spend $1,000 on construction, direct costs, material, labor, and subcontractors. We need a lot of jobs in the region, and so the construction activities are providing those jobs, and so that's a big win. A lot of our projects involve tearing down old dilapidated building and housing and replacing that with a new house. Our customers pay taxes to the local government, so that's good for the school districts. So it's just a real win-win situation. It's actually kind of a win-win-win, I guess, because you have the homeowners, the community, the neighborhoods, and all that who benefit.
And over the years, HDA has left quite the impression on the region.
So we have served about 2,300 people in the area, and that through homeownership, rehab, and our rental. That includes 250 new homes. We just sold our 250th. It was a great milestone. We have completed about 650 rehabs, and then, like I said, the 35 rental units. It works out to about 1 in 24 people in our service area have been served by the Housing Development Alliance.
If you would like to get involved with the Housing Development Alliance, there are several ways for you to do so.
You know, one of the reasons we've been able to accomplish what we have is the support we've gotten from the community. We do several different work days during the year. We do a community house raising and a repair fair. And each year we have about 200 volunteers that come, local volunteers that come out and give up their time to help their neighbors. And we also have a lot of donors that have supported the work. And really what we've been able to accomplish is a testament to the support we've gotten from the local community.
The Housing Development Alliance gathers a lot of its funding from federal and state level grants. We also do foundation grants. However, we're always needing more and more funding, and that's where everyday normal people, like the viewers of this show, can help the Housing Development Alliance through donations.
For more information on Housing Development Alliance, give them a call at 606-436-0497. You can find them online at housingdevelopmentalliance.org. Here you'll find more information on volunteering and making donations. And you can check out their Facebook page at facebook.com/HDAHome.
Thanks, Joel. Now don't go away. We've got a lot more coming up on our mountains.
I'm Nina Harris, and I'm assistant professor at Frontier Nursing University, and I'm also a nurse midwife and a nurse practitioner.
At Frontier Nursing University, it's more than an education, it's a calling. Answer the call.
Joel, did you enjoy the honey chicken?
You know, I do like the honey chicken dish. It's not my favorite that we do, but I do like it a lot.
I like it with cornbread.
I like anything with cornbread.
He's got his favorite ingredients, which are food.
Food, yeah, food.
I'm not turning down many meals, let's be honest.
No, me neither.
Well, I thought our music was exceptional this week. We're real proud of all of our performers. So.
Got a little bit of a sort of a mountain culture. Folks that settled the mountains, you know, they brought the Scots Irish and the Gaelic music with them. So much part of our bluegrass, and to have an original song like that was great for this show.
It was.
A lot of fun.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next week. We'll see you. Bye.